All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you. It is 9 minutes with me here on IGTV, YouTube, and Facebook. I am here at a central New York staple, Hides of Liverpool. This place is amazing. I'm getting ready to eat some of those delicious Hoffman hot dogs off the grill. They've got great sides like potato salad, mac salad, pasta salad, mac and cheese, you name it. Also, they've got their Gianelli sausages here, as well as grilled cheese. You can get the Texas hot as well with the chili and the mustard and the onion. This place is absolutely to die for. Grab some cookies as well for dessert, and you can save your receipt and go next door over there to Sweet Treats right across the way here, right next door, and save 10% on your purchase if you bring your Hives of Liverpool receipt over there. And don't forget, as I record this, today is Thursday, and it's going to be a great time here. They've got great food, fun times, and live music Thursdays at Hides, and in fact, it looks here like it's going to be flashback hits from the 60s and the 70s. So make sure you come on out tonight, see this great band on the new stage at Hides of Liverpool, a proud title sponsor of the NL Sports Platter. I want to get into the Bills and the Colts tonight on this video. This is the first preseason game, obviously, for both clubs. Andrew Luck has been, kind of getting dinged up a little bit here at the beginning of the year, but they do expect him to be back for the opener. And when you look at the Bills at this particular point, I think it's very simple. This is the first game where Josh Allen is going to be able to try and find that cohesive chemistry with the likes of Cole Beasley and John Brown and everybody else. So, I would look for that first to see how often he targets both of those guys. Those are the two big newcomers for the Buffalo Bills this year in terms of offensively. I think that Cole Beasley is going to be the most important receiver for Josh Allen. We know that he's had some trouble throwing the ball short and to the right a little bit. Maybe the security blanket comes a little bit more over the middle and then to the left. But either way, he's got to try and improve a little bit on that completion percentage. I think Cole Beasley can help him do that. So be on the lookout for a little bit of a tandem there between Allen and Beasley, and then of course Allen and Josh Brown. Now on the other side of it, John Brown rather. On the other side of it, defensively, this team is locked and loaded in the secondary. I've said it for a long time. You could argue that Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer are it's the best safety tandem in the National Football League. And I'm expecting big things this year out of Jerry Hughes. I think the addition of Ed Oliver will help him. I think Star Lotulelei's got to have a pretty big year as well. And then you take a look at some of the other guys. You're looking at Matt Milano, a guy who's battled injury, battled adversity. What kind of a year is he going to have? We know Tremaine Edmonds is an absolute stud in terms of being that middle signal caller, move from the outside to the middle linebacker position. This guy is an absolute stud. I think he's going to be a great player in the NFL for an awfully long time. So I think defensively they're set. I think they've got to try to find some cohesion with some players. However, Ed Oliver is going to try to be a three-tool technique type guy. And I think Shaq Lawson's is a big year for Shaq Lawson. Remember, the Buffalo Bills have not yet committed to Shaq Lawson long term. This is the beginning of it for him. He's had a pretty solid camp, but now it comes out in these preseason games to try and grow and get a little bit more playing time. So it's going to be fascinating to see what happens up front. We know that the Bills do not have Kyle Williams this year. He retired last year. He's been around the team a lot this year. He's helped out Oliver a lot this year. And so therefore, the burden does fall on the likes of Harrison Phillips and many others. So be on the lookout for that as well up front to see the Kyle Williams replacement factor. I will tell you, though, back on the offensive side of things, while a lot of people want to start and end with Josh Allen, it really does come down to the fact, will they get production out of the offensive line? Will they get blocking from the offensive line? It's going to come down to the O-line. It's going to come down to Josh Allen. That's a big deal. Now, the Bills also have a bunch of other newcomers besides John Brown and Cole Beasley. They do have Frank Gore, who has started the year on the injured side of things. We'll see how long it takes for him to get going. Of course, he's a future Hall of Famer, and I think he's a guy who's going to be able to help Devin Singletary this year. LaShawn McCoy is going to be one of those guys who's going to be able to help him as well. You take a look at the running back split carries. I would expect Devin Singletary to get plenty of those carries. And TJ Yeldon could be the odd man out for this Buffalo Bills team. It's going to be fascinating to see certainly how many carries are split up amongst all of those running backs. And, this is a year where I think the expectations are fairly high for most Bills fans. I think if you talk to a lot of people, Bills Mafia, you talk to the media, with the additions that they made and all that, everybody's really, really high, hoping that the team can return to the postseason. Again, I think it's going to be about the offensive line and Josh Allen in terms of getting that playoff spot. I am a little concerned as of right now, as many people are, about the offensive line. I'm concerned about Mitch Morse and him having another concussion. He does have a concussion history. I'm very concerned about a lot of the guys they have on the line in terms of getting acclimated, maybe switching to new positions. Cody Ford is a rookie. Deion Dawkins over there on the left side as well. Will they move and maneuver? Will they maneuver people back and forth between guard and tackle on each side of the line? It's very possible, but the Bills have got to have some major production. Spencer Long, another name to bring to the table. They've got to have all those guys on a cohesive, page, all on the same page, blocking for Josh Allen. So this should be fun. It's the first game certainly for the Bills in the preseason. I would expect Josh Allen to probably play the first quarter and then part of the second, and then switch it over to Matt Barkley. As far as all the other starters are concerned, probably a similar situation for them as well. I think defensively you're going to have a really, really interesting dilemma later on in this season with the secondary, later in this preseason, I should say. How much do you want to play a lot of those guys? You don't want to tax them, of course, and I think the preseason's too long anyways. I think they should start training camp a week or two later, and they should play 2 preseason games, and that's it. I just think it's too much. These guys are in great shape during the year. They're working out every single day in the offseason. For the most part, they might take a week off, but for the most part, these guys are still in amazing shape during the offseason, unless they're going to spend a week or two in Cabo, do nothing, and then get back at it. But it takes no time for these guys who are world-class athletes to get back. So that's kind of how I see it for this evening's game between the Colts and the Bills. It is in Buffalo, so Bills Mafia will be out, I'm sure, drinking plenty of Labatt and hopefully not breaking many tables. But hey, you never know. It will be nice weather outside. I'm Mike Lindsley, 9 minutes with me here from Hides of Liverpool. Make sure you get on down here to a Central New York staple. If you are in and around Central New York, or you're home visiting family and friends for the summertime, this place is incredible. Open 7 days a week, and tonight, Thursday night, they're going to have some great food, fun times, and live music Thursdays here at Hides of Liverpool. Get on down. Flashback hits from the 60s and 70s. They are a terrific band. I've heard a lot of great things about them. Again, Flashback hits from the 60s and 70s. Make sure you come on out and enjoy some awesome live music. In the meantime, let me tell you about the Conies, about the Reds, the Hoffman hot dog. You'll never have a better Hoffman off a grill, I guarantee it. Come on down, have them here at Hides of Liverpool, and also you can get your sides like potato salad, mac salad, pasta salad, you name it. It's all here at Hides of Liverpool. You can get your sausages, you can get your cheesesteaks, you can get the Texas Hot, which is the chili, mustard, and onion on top of either a white or red as well. And I would recommend getting some cookies to go. You can get grilled cheese, mac and cheese. They've got it all here at Hides of Liverpool. Chicken tenders as well. And don't forget the daily lunch special, which is a couple of dogs and a fry, which you can get here as well. They do have that gravy on the fry or cheese fries, which are just absolutely amazing. So get on down here to Hides of Liverpool, and you can go search them all over Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you follow and like the pages, and absolutely positively save your receipt here at Hides of Liverpool. Go next door to Sweet Treats, grab some ice cream. You'll save 10% on your purchase thanks to having lunch at Hides of Liverpool. You can hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports, and certainly download and subscribe to my podcast. It's called the ML Sports Platter, and it's all over Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. Of course, you can get it on the Podbean app, Stitcher, YouTube, and Tumblr as well. And Hides of Liverpool is a proud sponsor of the ML Sports Platter. And as I always tell you, repeatedly, of course, enjoy the games.